Welcome back, dear students. Now we are going to continue the usage of prepositions. In the earlier video, I have explained prepositions and the type of prepositions. In short, I will remind you that prepositions were the words which tell about the place of action, the time of action, the manner of action, and many other things that I had explained. Now we will see how to use these prepositions. And we'll start with the wrong use or omission of prepositions. ਬੱਚਿਓ ਇਸ ਤੋਂ ਪਿਛਲੇ ਲੈਕਚਰ 'ਚ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰੈਪੋਜੀਸ਼ਨ ਤੇ ਇਸ ਦੀਆਂ ਕਿਸਮਾਂ ਸਮਝਾ ਚੁੱਕੀ ਹਾਂ। ਪ੍ਰੈਪੋਜੀਸ਼ਨ ਕਿਸੇ ਵੀ ਨਾਊਨ ਜਾਂ ਨਾਊਨ ਨਾਲ, ਨਾਊਨ ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਨਾਊਨ ਨਾਲ ਜਾਂ ਪ੍ਰੋਨਾਊਨ ਦਾ ਨਾਊਨ ਨਾਲ ਰਿਲੇਸ਼ਨ ਦੱਸਦਾ ਹੈ। ਸੋ ਇਹ ਐਕਸ਼ਨ ਹੋਣ ਦਾ ਸਮਾਂ ਦੱਸਦੀ ਹੈ, ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਦੱਸਦੀ ਹੈ, ਤਰੀਕਾ ਦੱਸਦੀ ਹੈ। ਸੋ ਪ੍ਰੈਪੋਜੀਸ਼ਨ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਇਸ ਦਾ ਰੋਂਗ ਯੂਜ਼ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ ਔਰ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਪ੍ਰੈਪੋਜੀਸ਼ਨ ਦਾ ਇਸਤੇਮਾਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਨਾ। ਪ੍ਰੈਪੋਜੀਸ਼ਨਸ ਕਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ ਯਾਦ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰੋ। ਟੂ, ਵਿਦ, ਫॉर, ਐਟ, ਇਨ, ਇਨਟੂ, ਫਰੋਮ, till, etc. Now in front of you, sometimes prepositions are not used properly between a transitive verb and its object and used where they are not required or wrongly omitted after the intransitive verbs. So different ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ verbs ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਇੱਕ preposition different role play ਕਰਦੀ ਹੈ। You can see here in front of you we have a few sentences in one column under incorrect and in other column under correct. In incorrect sentences, we can see the wrong usage of the prepositions. Let's start. The first sentence, she loves with him. Can you find out the mistaken thing in this sentence? Yes, the use of with should not be here. So the right sentence is she loves him. In the second sentence, I told to him to write a letter. Dear students, never use to with told. So I told him to write a letter. To is not used with told in any of the sentences. Now sentence number 3. He reached at home. Never use at with reached. So the right answer is he reached home. Fourth sentence. The child resembles to her mother. Here, when we are using the word resembles, to is never used. So the right answer is the child resembles her mother. ਪਿਆਰੇ ਬੱਚਿਓ, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਸੈਂਟੈਂਸਿਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਲਵਸ ਲਾਉਣਾ ਹੈ ਜਾਂ ਲਵ ਲਾਉਣਾ ਹੈ ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਵਿਦ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੱਗੇਗਾ, ਟੋਲਡ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਟੂ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੱਗੇਗਾ, ਰੀਚਡ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਐਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੱਗੇਗਾ ਔਰ ਰਿਜ਼ੈਂਬਲਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਟੂ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੱਗੇਗਾ। ਨਾਓ ਸੈਂਟੈਂਸ ਨੰਬਰ 5, ਦ ਮੈਨੇਜਰ ਰਿਜ਼ਾਈਨਡ from his post. We always resign the post, not resign from the post. So the manager resigned his post is the right answer. Next sentence, I descended down the hill. Students, descended itself means going down. So I went down the hill. So it is wrong. The right answer is I descended the hill because down is already included in descended. Sentence number 7. He reached at school. Once again I told you that we should not use at with the reached. So he reached school late. This is the right answer. Look at the sentence number 8. You must obey to your elders. When we use obey, to is never used with it. So you must obey your elders is the right answer. Sentence number 9. I ordered for a new shirt. We never order for. For is not used here. I ordered a new shirt. This is the right answer. Whenever you go to a restaurant and you order your food, you never say I ordered for the food. You say I ordered the food. The last sentence, she opened out the window. So out is superfluous here. The right answer is she opened the window. So with the help of this exercise, you have understood the wrong usage of the sentences. Now we are switching over to another exercise, exercise number 4. Ready? Okay. First sentence. I was surprised dash the contents of the notice. Try to guess what type of preposition will be used here. On, of, from, or at. Yes, the right answer is at. I was surprised at the contents of the notice. Notice ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਸੀ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਪੜ੍ਹ ਕੇ ਮੈਂ ਹੈਰਾਨ ਹੋ ਗਈ. Next, he sat dash the sofa. Okay, the options are on, upon, over, above. Yes, the right answer is on. He sat on the sofa. Next, she was looking forward dash your proposal. ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਚੀਜ਼ ਦੀ ਉਡੀਕ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ at that time we say that looking forward to. So she was looking forward to your proposal. To is the right answer. Next sentence, the cat jumped dash the table. Students, when the cat is jumping, there is movement. And when there is movement, we will use the preposition upon. जिथे भी बच्चों movement होएगी उथे upon होएगा. When something is still, the right answer is on. When something is moving, the right answer is upon. ਜਦੋਂ ਕੋਈ ਚੀਜ਼ ਕਿਸੇ ਚੀਜ਼ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਹੈ ਪਰ ਉਸ 'ਚ ਮੂਵਮੈਂਟ ਨਹੀਂ, ਹੀ ਸੈਟ ਬੈਠਾ ਹੈ ਆਰਾਮ ਨਾਲ ਉਹ, ਤਾਂ ਔਨ. ਵੈਨ ਦੇਰ ਇਜ਼ ਐਕਸ਼ਨ ਆਫ ਜੰਪਿੰਗ ਤਾਂ ਅਪੌਨ. ਇਹ ਯਾਦ ਰੱਖਣਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ. ਸੈਂਟੈਂਸ ਨੰਬਰ 5, I fell dash love with picturesque beauty of Darjeeling. ਸੋ ਜਦੋਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕਿਸੇ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨਾਲ ਪਿਆਰ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ, in English we say that I fell in. Right answer. You must be remembering for one of the sentences from chapter number 1. Sudha Murthy said that she fell in love with Pune city. Okay? Now next sentence. Sudha was not afraid dash challenges. Whenever we have the word afraid at that time, the preposition used will be of. So Sudha was not afraid of challenges. चुनौतियां तो नहीं डरती सी सुधा मूर्ति. Next, gulmohars. Gulmohars are kind of flowers. Gulmohars were scattered all dash the fields. ਖੇਤਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਰੇ ਕਿਤੇ ਗੁਲਮੋਹਰ ਦੇ ਫੁੱਲ ਖਿੰਡੇ ਪਏ ਸੀ. So when we have something scattered, we use the preposition over. Okay? Gulmohars were scattered all over the fields. ਖੇਤਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਫੈਲੇ ਪਏ ਸੀ. Next thing, the rat ran. Ran means movement. The rat ran dash its hole. ਜਿਹੜਾ ਰੈਟ ਹੈ ਉਸਨੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਹੋਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾਣਾ. ਇੱਥੇ ਇੱਕ ਫੇਰ ਮੂਵਮੈਂਟ ਹੈ. ਸੋ ਵੈਨ ਵੀ ਹੈਵ ਮੂਵਮੈਂਟ ਹੇਅਰ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਹ ਅੰਦਰ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ ਇਸ ਲਈ ਇਨਟੂ. ਓਕੇ, ਕਿਸੇ ਚੀਜ਼ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ, ਅੰਦਰ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਇਨਟੂ. ਦ ਰੈਟ ਰੈਨ ਇਨਟੂ ਇਟਸ ਹੋਲ. ਅਗਰ ਸਟਿਲ ਹੋਵੇ ਇਨ, ਅਗਰ ਮੂਵਮੈਂਟ ਹੋਏ ਇਨਟੂ. ਸਟਿਲ ਹੋਵੇ ਔਨ, ਮੂਵਮੈਂਟ ਹੋਏ ਅਪੌਨ. ਗੁੱਡ. ਸੈਂਟੈਂਸ ਨੰਬਰ 9. I saw the advertisement dash the Sunday newspaper. So whenever we are seeing something, reading something in the newspaper, the right preposition is in. I saw the advertisement in the Sunday newspaper. The last sentence, she was transferred dash out dash Mumbai. So when we have transferred out dash and the name of the city or the place, it means we will use the preposition of. ਜਦੋਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਤੋਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਦੀ ਬਦਲੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਸਨੂੰ transferred out of, ਤਾਂ ਉਸਦੀ ਮੁੰਬਈ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਹਰ ਬਦਲੀ ਹੋ ਗਈ. So this was the solution and the discussion about exercise number 4. Let's move on to another exercise. This is also unsolved exercise from your grammar book. This unsolved exercise once again is exercise number 9, and we have to fill the appropriate prepositions in it. Ready? Now try to solve it yourself. For the first sentence, I will describe one thing to you. Dear students, we have two types of time. One is definite time. Another is indefinite time. बेटे एक तो हुंदा definite, एक हुंदा indefinite. Definite means निश्चित, indefinite means अनिश्चित. When we have definite time, it means we have definite 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock type of time, or we have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, or January, February, or 1985, 86, etc. If the exact time is given, exact date is given, exact month is given, even exact year is given, then we use since with that sentence. And if the time is indefinite, means we cannot figure out what type of time they are indicating. 4 years, 5 years, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, like this. Several months, several days, several weeks, last 5 days, last 4 days. So at that time we are using the preposition for. निश्चित समय लिए preposition use करो since, अनिश्चित समय लिए preposition use करो for. So now what is 11 AM? Is it definite or indefinite? It is definite. Exact time दिता होया. So the right answer is I have been waiting for you since 11 AM. Okay, we have done the first sentence. Now coming over to the second sentence. He has been visiting our place dash many weeks now. Now guess what is many weeks? Definite or indefinite? Yes, it is indefinite. We don't know how many weeks. कुछ पता नहीं है, निश्चित नहीं है समा. So the right answer is for. Got it? He has been visiting our place for many weeks. Next, they have lived here dash 2015. So they have lived means here the action is done. The action is finished. It is not continue. So if the action is continue, we use since, but if the action is finished, then we will say till. They lived here, they have lived here till 2015. Next sentence. You must learn dash stand dash yourself. Try to guess. We use to with learn. You must learn to stand. Stand for yourself. Okay? ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ अपने आप ਲਈ ਖੜਨਾ ਸਿੱਖਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈ. You must learn to stand for yourself. Now see the next sentence. The next sentence is the meeting was held dash 2 PM to 5 PM. Meeting 2 ਵਜੇ ਤੋਂ 5 ਵਜੇ ਤੱਕ ਚੱਲੀ. ਜਦੋਂ ਤੋਂ ਤੇ ਤੱਕ ਦਾ combination ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ, it means from. From 2 PM to 5 PM. Okay? Sentence number 6. He got a deep cut. Dash his right hand. When there is a cut, it means in. He got a deep cut in his right hand. Next sentence. Both the vehicles collided dash each other. So the right answer when collided means टक्कर हो जाना. So the right answer here is with. दोवां दी एक दूसरे नाल टक्कर हो गई. Both the vehicles collided with each other. Next sentence. The plane flew dash the fields. Suppose we are standing in the fields and there is a plane in the sky. When we see the plane, we will see that it is going over the fields. So the right preposition here is over the fields. The plane flew over the fields. So over is the right answer. Okay, now number 9. Children generally quarrel dash themselves over trifles. Trifle mean minor thing. So children generally quarrel dash themselves over trifles. Dear students, if there is a quarrel between two people, we use the preposition between. But if there are more than two people, we use the preposition among. So tell me, what are we going to use in this sentence? Yes, among is the right answer for this sentence. Children generally quarrel among themselves over trifles. छोटी छोटी गल ते बच्चे आपस च लड़ पैंदे ਹਨ. The last sentence here is India is dash the top 5 nations of the world. So the numeral will be used here. India is one of the top 5 nations. The point to be noted here is that one of the top 5 nations, not nation. So most of the people, they use this term in a wrong way. A few people say that she is one of my friend. No, she is not one of my friend. This is wrong. She is one of my friends. ਮੇਰੇ ਦੋਸਤਾਂ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਇੱਕ. ਸੋ ਸਾਰੇ ਰਾਸ਼ਟਰਾਂ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਇੱਕ. 5 ਰਾਸ਼ਟਰਾਂ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਇੱਕ ਰਾਸ਼ਟਰ. So it is right. India is one of the top 5 nations of the world. So we have solved 2 exercises. They will help you to solve other unsolved exercises. Otherwise, you also have solved exercises in your grammar notebook, in your grammar book. So you have to write all these solved exercises and these 2, exercise number 4 and exercise number 9, in your notebooks on the basis of the discussions that we have done just now. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Always keep on practicing your grammar lessons because practice makes a man perfect. Please take good care of yourself and your family. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.